granted. Access granted. Access granted. Security protocol overruled. Access granted. Access granted. Security protocol overruled.
Hey there, Mr. Bodyguard.
Access granted.
Safety switch disabled. The new emitters for the flash heat core maintenance are
Let me know if you see any of the
working
others
like
slacking.
so much fun. Cleaning initiated. Cleaning successful.
Both targets down, good. Just give me a second, and I'm in. You can now access the core 47.
Nah, I kind of enjoy the thought a little too.
Damn. You're not alone in there. You need to empty the room before I can seal the doors. I want to seal the room before you get to work, but you're not alone in there. Good, you're alone. I'm sealing the room and dimming the windows 47. No need to worry about intruders. It's all here. Clients, operatives, every hit the ICA ever sanctioned. Enough to shut them down for good. But first you need to locate all files referencing Diana and yourself.
Tell me, what did it feel like? Taking lives?
Random. Disorder.
Well, we are here. Basic training starts at 0600 hours. I should leave you to prepare. Perhaps I see possibility where others see limitation. I choose him.
The two of you go way back. I didn't realize that you... I don't know. I get why you want to protect her. So, wipe all the data referring to the two of you from their system before we publish the rest. I've set up a link to an information nonprofit site. When you press that button, it's up there and the whole world will know. There's no undo 47. This will shut the ICA down for good. You really okay with this? It's who you've been for so long.
Maybe it's time for a change.
I'll just return things to normal. No need to alert them we were here prematurely.
Safety switch disabled.
Detected. Lockdown.
Shit! I missed that. We're blown 47. I can hold the doors for a little while. Use the vents to get out. Go, now!
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
This is bad. That means they'll shoot on sight. I'm gonna create some havoc, 47. Make the core melt down. Maybe we'll divert their attention a bit.
Warning. Core overheating. Warning. Core shut down. Temperature critical. Warning. Fire detected.
Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated. Warning. Core overheating. Warning. Fire detected.
Man, nothing in my position. Over. Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Hey! Ah! Man, I'd have to
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Got nothing on the stairs. Out.
Warning. Core overheating.
Man, nothing in my position. Over.
Warning. Fire detected.
Man, got nothing. Stand by. Command area is all clear. Please. Advise, over.
All personnel. Breach protocol initiated.
Command! Shit! I'm blind! My eyes are fucked! Command, you there? Again? God damn it! This battling around.
Warning. Core overheating.
Shit. That was tense, 47.
I want all details about your victim. Soldier boy, 10 hut.
Turn now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of
You win. So,
What happens now?
the ball's in your court, Miss Burnwood.
I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
talking. I want this problem resolved once and for all. You copy?
Warning, core overheating.
Anybody copy? No sign of any pup. Moving on.
Warning, fire detected.
Man, yeah, I'm here now. It's all clear.
All personnel, breach protocol initiated. Warning, core overheating.
Roger, command. Let me tackle yet. Will do. Out. Nothing at my position. Not here! The perpetrator's nearby. Find him, you hear? Copy that. Copy.
Warning,
Sign of any pup.
fire
Moving on.
detected.
Shit. That was tense, 47. I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Oh my gosh, be careful. The ground's super loose here. If we fall, we're going to seem like such idiots.
We won't fall. We just need to get the...
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan Yates...
Mr. Yates? It's Aaron, sir, from the firm. I came as quickly as I could.
Now get out
Yes, sir, I have the files.
All right?
Sorry it took so long, but I had to access our remote server to print everything, and I couldn't get my VPN to... Right. Sorry, sir. I'll be right inside. Oh my lord, is that a Giracuckoo? I've always wanted to see one in the wild. Oh, Gretchen will be so jealous. Here, little buddy. Come on. Look at that orange rufous crest. So adorable. And those yellow rings around the eyes. I mean, they fade in captivity. I've never seen them quite so vivid before. Oh, this is a rare treat. Oh well, mustn't be late. The Gira's fairly common in these parts after all. I'll get a picture later.
Try not to piss any of the important muscle off. Pretty sure we'll be the ones who get shot. 180-degree turn, man. Back the way you came. Lots of important guests. It makes them feel like it's better.
Is everything all right? I was looking for you at the
Clearance to pass.
but the door
don't have it
said
again,
we hadn't
so
been
go away.
You heard him. You can't be here.
Hey. We can be here. Yeah, stay out.
Of course. I assume it must have been something like that. Maybe.
He must be over the moon about Don stepping down.
How's it going?
He's been living alone here for what, 6 years? Ever since the scandal.
Nah. You're not getting in here. Nice try.
So adorable. And those yellow rings around the eyes. I mean, they fade in captivity. I've never seen them quite so vivid before. Oh, this is a rare treat. Oh well.
Why weren't you at the club last weekend? Then I missed a Saturday. I gave you some.
I'm gonna need to frisk you if you want to come through here.
Hot. How old is she now? 10?
I better not find something on you. You don't want to know what's gonna happen if I do. Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Hey, you'll get to stepping, Holmes. Raro.
Hey, you got my money today, man? I'm getting tired of waiting. Mire, you know I'm good for it. Just give me until baby. Things are tight right
Nothing here. All good.
Sí,
You're a culture guy, right? Do you know how to tangle? If you want to come through, I'm gonna need to pat you down. Hey, yo, there's no need to flex. You ain't got to impress me. Okay, man. Vamos.
Well, the person got down. I wonder how you're
is a weapon, and weapons How are you today, sir?
Aaron Ford Jr. Don Yates is expecting me.
Okay. Right this way, Mr. Ford.
Let's head that way. Whatever you say.
That's it. Nobody? I mean, compared to some of the other power players at the party, a former lobbyist, a political advisor, why would Mr. Yates waste his time on a bunch of low-level bureaucrats? Even if they all wear the same weird...
You look like a lawyer, all right. You got that killer instinct.
It's a gift.
And a good day to you.
You should take a good, hard look at this graceful woman, ensuring professional finger in the back of her hand.
Looking good, looking good.
You can set up your shop in here. Mr. Yates can be right with you.
Somebody trail, come on.
Mr. Edwards, Don Yates, I have received your letter. I merely called to express my regrets that you were not able to make it to the party. Rest assured that I will extend our new herald the warmest of welcome. I have the utmost confidence that your work will prove of value.
Mr. Yates has always stayed around for his road.
You can't be serious. You just can't. It's unseemly.
How many times will you reread that thing before you believe your own eyes, darling? Or are you trying to scare the letters away?
Just listen to this. I am making a new addition to the Herald team. Diana Burnwood, former IC. Please consider her my representative.
At your celebration, your truly Arthur Edwards. Yes, it's over this song.
Can you believe it? This is the woman who waged bloody war on Providence. She is involved in the death of the Herald. This woman will surely be our downfall. Yes, I suppose you're right.
We always do.
Mr. Yates, I have your files right here.
About time. You can set up shop in the ground floor guest room. I'll be right with you. All right, you're on the clock, Aaron. Dazzle me. What do we got on Burnwood?
She's an orphan. Parents killed by one of our clients, Blue Seed Pharmaceuticals. The experience taught her to seek justice outside the system. Would you like me to go through her records? They're quite extensive.
Well, somebody did their homework. No, just her involvement in the 1% killings. Starting with our clients. Details, please. The gorier, the better.
Well, here's one that might interest you. Janus, a retired KGB spy master, is eliminated in his adopted hometown of Whittleton Creek, Vermont, along with his bodyguard, a former Secret Service agent. The methods in question are quite ingenious. Just take a look here. Dubai. Marcus Stuyvesant and Carl Ingram, two powerful but withdrawn old money scions, are eliminated by Burnwood and her agent during the inauguration of the world's tallest building. This is incredible, Mr. Yates. Take a look right here.
Good work. Keep it up, Aaron. With the integrity of our office. You are
You got something to hide? All right, I'll go.
Do you mind if we stop by security?
Don't suppose I have a choice.
Hey there, big
Inside,
guy.
will you? Got enough.
Tell me you didn't, Papa. Tell me you didn't forget the asado torch.
Okay. I didn't forget the asado torch, Miguel.
But you did, though. Didn't you? You, Pablo. Madre, why do you have to be such a baby all the time? Mr. Yates says something. What are we?
Hello there.
You let it late because the Yoda brothers forgot the torch for the damn asado pit? It's just a stupid torch.
All right, you're on the clock, Aaron. Dazzle me. What do we got on Burnwood?
She's an orphan. Parents killed by one of our clients, Blue Seed Pharmaceuticals. The experience taught her to seek justice outside the system. Would you like me to go through her records? They're quite extensive.
Well, somebody did their homework. No, just her involvement in the 1% killings. Starting with our clients. Details, please. The gorier, the better.
Well, here's one that might interest you. Janus, a retired KGB spy master, is eliminated in his adopted hometown of Whittleton Creek, Vermont, along with his bodyguard, a former Secret Service agent. The methods in question are quite ingenious. Just take a look here. Sapienza, Italy. Ether Corp employees Silvio Caruso and Francesca DeSantis are targeted for assassination by Burnwood and her agent. In the process, a billion-dollar research project is also sabotaged. A DNA-specific virus. Take a look right here, Mr. Yates.
Extra guys. Kind of surprising that even with all these extra guys.
Hi there.
What are we doing here, Dexy?
Monumental Records are longtime clients of Morgan Yates & Co. I thought we'd come show Don our support.
He's a blood-sucking leech. He's like evil incarnate.
A free bar is a free bar.
How is any of this relevant to our promotional tour?
The class always had a strong following in Buenos Aires. You and Quentin have a 52% recognition rate. That's impressive in a fragmented post-monocultural market.
Tell me you didn't.
Especially since...
Tell me you didn't forget your salad bowl.
Humor me for a second. I didn't forget your salad torch, Miguel.
Fine by me.
Pablo.
Sir.
Why do you have to...
Some sloppy wiring. Just an accident waiting to happen.
Occupational hazard. Eh, Burnwood?
I take it Edwards told you to chaperone me. Any idea why?
You know why. Trust is earned. Until Edwards is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you.
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable and along you came. The way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touché.
He's going to get a serious case of alcohol if he's not careful. He's not the first. He won't be
Wherever
last.
you go, I go.
I'm wicked smart, and yet I find myself in these situations all the time. I'm just... I don't know. How am I gonna tell my dad that I like the Yankees? Oh my gosh, it's difficult. I don't know. You know, I
We live here.
Joseph, you sure are taking your sweet time?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm getting awfully tired of this.
Why are you here, Burnwood?
Didn't you know? I have tango fever.
Thing is, nobody held a gun to your head. Why did you take his offer?
It was time for a change.
I'll say.
Her LP collection
Learning
was
the
sent to
truth about
Guatemala?
your partner.
Well, doesn't she
Gosh.
have a digital
You
set?
see, I read your ICA profile. All those years, you never took a contract for money or glory, only to serve your personal brand of vigilante justice, targeting those who rise above the law, except for yourself, of course, but hey, everyone's a hypocrite. Still, makes you wonder.
Was wasting my potential. I did garbage duty for 30 years, and where did it get me?
You've certainly kept the world's coroners on their toes.
Edwards is right. Power never dies. It only changes hands. And his hands, well, I figure the world could do a lot worse.
You admire him.
I thought resisting power was noble. But revolution is a young person's game. It's easy to tear down, much harder to build. I figure I can be Edward's conscience. God knows I have the practice. Did I pass your... test?
It was hardly the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's the best I could expect from a
Where are
freaking
they?
radical.
Where are they? Ese camello me cansa. I can't believe I lost a patron. Idiota.
I stay for it.
Here, I'm safe.
Safe
No other
now.
law firm has this kind of
Please
brand
show yourself.
penetration.
So, people all over the world know that Morgan, Yates, and Cohen are a bunch of soulless assholes.
Not good.
What do you believe in, Vidal?
I believe most people need to be led. They want it too, mind you. They've just been brainwashed by liberal humanism to think it's something to resist, something to be ashamed of.
Might is right. Is that it?
Any dumb mob or chest-pounding gorilla has might. I believe in merit, the rule of competence. Those who are born with superior skills and intellect have a moral obligation to lead. It's as simple as that.
Wow. You're just a so...
Wait.
He's not here. I was brought to by this in the area. Okay. Calm down. Has this kind of brand penetration.
So, people all over the world know that Morgan, Yates, and Cohen are a bunch of soulless assholes. Good for you.
No, not good. Great. 94% of my cases never go to trial. Why? Because the moment the other side hears the name...
What do you believe in, Vidal?
I believe most people need to be led. They want it too, mind you. They've just been brainwashed by liberal humanism to think it's something to resist, something to be ashamed of.
Might is right. Is that it?
Any dumb mob or chest-pounding gorilla has might. I believe in merit, the rule of competence. Those who are born with superior skills and intellect have a moral obligation to lead. It's as simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
Don't talk to me about privilege. When the enemy is at the gates, you want the best man leading the charge, privileged or not. Questioning natural hierarchies is a peacetime luxury, and it only leads to chaos and decline. Providence must exist.
Hey, check that out.
Does it bother you, being the odd one out?
What's that supposed to mean?
You're an out...
Has this kind of brand penetration.
So, people all over the world know that Morgan, Yates, and Cohen are a bunch of soulless assholes. Good for you.
Not good. Great. 94%.
Can you imagine having a car half as expensive?
Really, I don't want to hear it. Keeping watch of
The band formerly known as The Class, minus Jordan Cross. That's the reality, Heidi. If you don't like it, we can still accept the live gig with Rosina.
What do you believe in, Vidal?
I believe most people need to be led. They want it too, mind you. They've just been brainwashed by liberal humanism to think it's something to resist, something to be ashamed of.
Might is right. Is that it?
Any dumb mob or chest-pounding gorilla has might. I believe in merit, the rule of competence. Those who are born with superior skills and intellect have a moral obligation to lead. It's as simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm, huh? Damn it.
You gotta be kidding! Please help! Hey, what's going on?
Simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
Don't talk to me about privilege. When the enemy is at the gates, you want the best man leading the charge, privileged or not. Questioning natural hierarchies is a peacetime luxury, and it only leads to chaos and decline. Providence must exist.
A necessary evil.
Nothing evil about it. No such thing.
I could use a drink.
You're an adult. You know your limit.
I'm more of a beer man myself, but Yates wants to bring the heralds closer together and play a modern boss. I actually like it. Edwards always was a bit of a...
Plus, he has been listening to him. He is Edward's most stable advisor. Plus, he loves Bob. Bob has been recommended to
Hola.
Glass of red, please.
House Cabernet. Enjoy.
Any luck on that Pinot Noir?
I'm afraid not, ma'am.
Our Cabernet Sauvignon is renowned for its complexity. You're likely to recognize notes of raisin and blackberry first.
Hey there, big guy.
Let's rejoin.
Ugh, please go away. You're so not in my league.
Sweet, just a bit of pepper to keep me on my toes. Sir.
I find myself wishing it was a little more dry, but the tannins almost make up for it.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
I feel horrible.
And beyond.
I was an attorney. For 4 decades, I served the law. Now, I serve something far grander. I serve the land. And the land of Mendoza longs to make one.
I grew up here. These majestic plains were my playground. And returning here to pick up the mantle of my ancestors feels yes. Profound.
Word to the wise, Ace.
Simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
Don't talk to me about privilege. Simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
Don't talk to me about privilege. When the enemy is at the gates, you want the best man leading the charge, privileged or not. Questioning natural hierarchies is a bit unlikely, and it only leads to chaos
So good. Cabernet
You are invading my personal space. You'll find that ours distinguish themselves very quickly. You'll want to pay attention to the sides and back.
simple as that.
Wow. You're just a social media shitstorm waiting to happen, aren't you?
Don't talk to me about privilege. When the enemy is at the gate, you want to be fine.
don't think this is good at all.
A glass of red, please.
Certainly, ma'am. May I present the House Cabernet Sauvignon? A melody of black currants and red cherries rises above a backdrop of leather and toast. On the palate, you'll taste juicy dark berry fruit along with a trickle of sweet spice and May I present the House Cabernet Sauvignon? A melody of black currants and red cherries rises above a backdrop of leather and toast. On the palate, you'll taste juicy dark berry fruit along with a trickle of sweet spice and savory plums.
I'll pass. Find me a bottle of Pinot Noir, then we'll talk.
You should try this. Yes, ma'am. I managed to find a bottle of our 2006 Pinot Noir, inspired by wines from the Aar Valley. Medium-bodied and fruit-forward, with an aroma of cherries and raspberry. It's to die for.
Pinot, you say? Maybe just one glass. Need to keep my wits about me. Now that's more to my taste. Almost Germanic.
It's got a little kick to it.
I don't feel well.
What? That looks bad. You okay?
Here we have a Cabernet Sauvignon. Well, you'll find the powder.
Nothing quite spoils.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Duty calls.
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign.
Need an ambulance or a hearse?
A private tour of the estate. Diana, Vidal, and this fixer, Corvo Black. Black is a threat, but also an opportunity.
Huh?
Think about it. Duval was kidnapped by the militia and held hostage.
And vice versa.
¿Cómo está, señor?
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47. How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent. Are you still here? Still clinging on to your self-image? Agent 47, the apex predator. Always hiding behind the headlines. Was perfection its own justification? Or a willful distraction? A wall built contract by contract to shield you from the uncomfortable truth. You're exactly the tool they bred you to be. Quite a piece of work you are. How could you possibly function on your own? You never even had a name. Until I gave you one.
That's him. Burnwood never ceases to surprise me. You really are a most singular individual. And to think, she wanted me to put you down. Lucky for you, I never throw away anything useful. Prepare the serum. Forgetting's not so bad. You've done it before.
What's he doing? Is he still looking at us?
I'm afraid so. Poor sap just won't accept his days are done.
Perhaps I should take him out to the woods and set him free.
Oh, it's a classic.
He was a loyal tool. But everything goes the way of the horse and cart eventually.
I couldn't agree more.
Are you done? The toxins are playing into your fears. Don't let them. Come on. Gotta get your head straight.
She wants me dead.
She has every right to after what we did. But that's not what is really going on.
She chose power. In the end, she was just like them.
No. She found a way to turn Edward's own cleverness against him. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how.
You do know.
Diana!
Coming!
Once you dispose of Edwards, I will dismantle Providence from the top down. It will finally be over. All you have to do is embrace the past.
What the hell?
Are you still here? Still clinging on to your self-image? Agent 47, the apex predator. Always hiding behind the headlines. Was perfection its own justification? Or a willful distraction? A wall built contract by contract to shield you from the uncomfortable truth. You're exactly the tool they bred you to be. Quite a piece of work you are. How could you possibly function on your own? You never even had a name. Until I gave you one.
That's him. Burnwood never ceases to surprise me. You really are a most singular individual. And to think she wanted me to put you down. Lucky for you, I never throw away anything useful. Prepare the serum. Forgetting's not so bad. You've done it before.
What's he doing? Is he still looking at us?
I'm afraid so. Poor sap just won't accept his days are done.
Perhaps I should take him out to the woods and set him free.
Oh, it's a classic.
He was a loyal tool. But everything goes the way of the horse and cart eventually.
I couldn't agree more.
Are you done? The toxins are playing into your fears. Don't let them. Come on. Gotta get your head straight.
She wants me dead.
She has every right to after what we did. But that's not what is really going on.
She chose power. In the end, she was just like them.
No. She found a way to turn Edward's own cleverness against him. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how.
You do know. Once you dispose of Edwards, I will dismantle Providence from the top down. It will finally be over. All you have to do is embrace the past.
We need to find a catchy name for it. For when...
we go commercial, I mean.
You figure this thing has commercial applications? Who'd want to have their mind? Wiped.
Not wiped, obviously. But that's just fine-tuning. Okay, right now the serum erases long and short-term memory banks wholesale. But in a couple of cycles, we'll be able to isolate the effects to individual memories. Imagine if you could pluck out childhood traumas, ugly breakups. Combat trauma. You guys should be over the moon.
What are you talking about? I love waking up in a cold sweat with a scream stuck in my throat.
Aether Corporation bought this train for sample backup storage. But since the bombing of their R&D site in Johannesburg, they're refitting the trains. Missile launch control center. This'll be fixed in no time. Somewhere in Romania. We're on a loop from Zagreb to Irkutsk.
Isn't it risky? What about border inspections?
We use a system of decommissioned rail lines and pay the local governments to go the other way. It's been like that since the Cold War.
Hey.
Yeah, hey. Oh, can you grab me a soda or something? Whenever you're heading back.
When is the boss getting off?
Sarajevo. He only got on board to identify the sedated guy in the medical car.
Right. Oh, John Doe. You know where we're taking him?
This Sakata facility in Mongolia. The boss's private bodyguards, those guys in heavy body armor up trained. Yeah, they all trained there. Maybe John Doe is set to join their ranks.
No kidding. That's the team that capped Lucas Gray. Those boys must be tough as nails. You know, I toured with Gray back in Chechnya. Yeah. Crazy son of a bitch. Glad it wasn't me in those woods. Whatever went down, it can't have been pretty. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Whole train full of mercs and guards.
Everything's on rails. Now move aside. I have a message for the boss.
Yeah? Prisoner awake yet?
Oh, he's up and about.
Suppose there's any point calling for help?
No.
Seems I brought this on myself. Well played, Miss Burnwood. Do you really think she'll be able to resist all that power? This is not how people work.
She rejects the power, not the responsibility.
A noble idea. But please join me in the real world. I trust you already know what this is. Why not simply take it? Embrace who you were always meant to be.
No, never again.
Well, I had to try. Go on then. Do your thing. At least I die knowing who I am. What are you doing? No! No!
This is what it means to lose everything.
You're making a mistake.
It's mine to make.
Oh. Forgive me. I seem to have, what were we talking about?
Don't worry. We were done.
The string of resignations at the top level of international finance continues as Milton Fitzpatrick CEO Alexander Fannin joins the president of Hamson Oil, while newly founder Tim Quinn and plenty of others step down from the board of the single month This mysterious trend
It's been a long time, Agent 47.
That's not who I am anymore. The pact is done. The past, dead.
And yet, here you are.
I choose this path because I can. There will always be people like them. So there will always be people like us.
No one is untouchable.
It's good to be back.